Thank you, Dana. Welcome, everybody. Thank you all very much for joining us today for the E911 Phase 2 Location Accuracy Workshop. We're very pleased to have representatives here from the public safety community, the wireless industry, and from vendors of both location technology and E911 call processing systems. I would especially like to thank all of those participants who will be presenting here today, some of whom have traveled across the country to lend us their insights. Today's workshop is first and foremost designed to promote a dialogue about one of the most important public safety issues to this agency and important to all of us here today as consumers. Ensuring that PSAPs, Public Safety Answering Points, 911 call centers, and their dedicated staff of 911 call takers have the best available and most timely information on where a 911 caller is located. When someone in distress calls 911 for help, they want it to arrive fast. Lives and their health may depend on it. Sometimes the caller may not know or be able to say where they are. That's why providing accurate location information with a call to 911 matters, and it matters a lot. We are here to assess the present E911 location accuracy landscape, share information and ideas, and discuss what more needs to be done by public safety answering points, by carriers, and by the FCC as well. We have generated important new information to help us move forward. For example, in the CSRIC, the Communications Security Reliability and Interoperability Council, which is a very important federal advisory group to us, we received a report this year based on a test bed that they created to evaluate indoor 911 location technologies so that we could all better understand what may be achievable, how and when, and a path forward. The CSRIC is undertaking further work in this regard. The Commission adopted the latest iteration of its current Phase 2 rules in 2011. Those rules were based on the needs of public safety and consumers at that time. But even since those rules were adopted, the wireless landscape has continued to change considerably. The American people continue to embrace wireless service, and now 38% of households have cut the cord. This success by the wireless industry in making their service ubiquitous and in replacing wireline service may in some ways have outpaced the FCC's rules as currently applied. Three developments suggest that current wireless E911 rules may not be as effective as they need to be to ensure that wireless carriers provide PSAPs with accurate location information in connection with all wireless 911 calls. First, even in comparison to a few years ago, there's been a significant increase in the percentage of 911 calls originating from wireless phones, and that trend continues to move upward. Consumer Reports estimated that 60% of all calls originated from wireless callers in 2011, and today in some jurisdictions, such as California, they report approximately 75% of all 911 calls come from wireless phones. Second, the majority of wireless calls now originate indoors. That upward trend may be most pronounced among those who use smartphones. According to one 2013 report, up to 80% of smartphone usage occurs inside buildings. And how does that impact wireless calls to 911? The San Francisco Department of Emergency Management estimated earlier this year that 70% of all wireless 911 calls it handles originate indoors. Yet, the E911 rules adopted in 2011 assess location accuracy based on outdoor measurements only. Finally, there are indications that the caller information public safety entities are getting may not include useful Phase 2 location information enough of the time. For example, the California chapter of NENA, CalNENA, recently submitted 911 call tracking data from certain jurisdictions in California. This data suggests that the percentage of wireless 911 calls in which E911 Phase 2 location information is delivered to PSAPs has declined in the last several years. And this data raises serious questions that warrant further inquiry, and I know that some of that will be going on today, and people have provided us useful comments and insights about what that information shows or doesn't show in the course of the process we've been going through. But perhaps more importantly, CalNINA states that E911 location accuracy problems are most acute in urban areas, where it notes that, quote, GPS signals are known to struggle to penetrate inside metal, stone, and concrete structures, or to reach cell phones outside in the urban canyons created by high-rise buildings, close quote. Accordingly, we believe it is now time to look at our rules and at evolving public safety and industry needs, and to make sure that they all still align. Before we begin, I would be remiss if I did not thank those who responded to our recent public notices seeking comment on current trends that may be affecting the provision and quality of 911 location information delivered to PSAPs. I also wish to thank those parties who have provided and continue to provide relevant information to the Commission on an ongoing ex-parte basis. All of your comments and provision of data have significantly helped to inform the topics of today's workshop. In sum, the Commission remains committed to E911 and to fostering a dialogue with all stakeholders. Our goal has been and remains the provision of the best E911 service to the American people, given all of the technological, operational, and economic realities. This workshop is an important step in that process. We also hope that this workshop will provide an opportunity for better public understanding of the underlying issues by stimulating a public dialogue among wireless carriers, PSAPs, technology vendors, and other stakeholders on the challenges and, importantly, the potential solutions to improve the yield and quality of E911 location information. Again, thank you for your participation. We also thank you for your patience, because this was originally scheduled to take place on October 2nd, but of course the government shutdown caused us to reschedule this workshop to today. And that changed a lot of travel plans, so thank you for your understanding. We not only look forward to working with you today, but we look forward to working with you on an ongoing basis as we move forward on this extraordinarily important task. Thank you.